Houthi rebels in Yemen, who have been attacking ships passing through the Red Sea in an apparent show of support for Hamas in the Israel-Hamas war, have reached a deal with Russia and China to allow safe passage for their ships, according to Bloomberg, which cited people familiar with the discussions. The Houthis are a Shiite militia group in Yemen that has been fighting the Yemeni government for decades, having seized control of significant portions of the country, including the capital of Sana'a. The group, which is backed and funded by Iran, has cast itself as part of an «axis of resistance» against the US and Israel. In January, the US designated the Houthis a terrorist organization because of their activities in the Red Sea. The Houthi attacks have disrupted the global shipping industry, forcing companies to take detours around the key Suez Canal to avoid the Red Sea, though earlier this week, the Houthis signaled they are planning to expand their operations to target additional shipping lanes. The reported agreement cements what had already been a relatively friendlier relationship between the Houthis, Russia and China. Russia and China had provided some mild support for the group in public settings. In January, the two countries abstained from voting on a UN Security Council resolution condemning Houthi attacks. And in February, Russia and China criticized as illegal US and British military operations in the Red Sea launched in response to the Houthi threat, arguing the UN Security Council had never authorized such action in Yemen. Ali al-Qahoam, a member of the Houthis political bureau in Yemen, highlighted cooperation with Russia and China days before the Bloomberg report, noting on X, "There is a continuous building and development in international relations between Yemen, Russia, China and the BRICS countries," per a translation. He said this cooperation has a common interest in drowning America, Britain and the West in the swamp of the Red Sea and on the high seas, and it is intended for them to sink, disappear and weaken their unilateral polarity. Houthi attacks have continued in recent days. The group recently claimed responsibility for a missile strike in Israel, the first time the group has allegedly struck Israel directly. On Wednesday, U.S. coalition aircrafts destroyed 3 unmanned vehicles deemed to pose a threat to merchant vessels and Navy ships in the area, according to the U.S. Central Command.